What's up YouTube, it's Decklist TCG here and welcome back to our TCG battle video on my channel. On this channel you get a ton of Pokemon TCG content, so be sure to of course hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. We recently passed 70,000 subscribers, so I want to thank every single person out there that has been supporting the channel ever since you came across the channel. I've been doing this since 2011, so I'm from the bottom of my heart, thank you. With that being said, we're going to be checking out Lugia V-STAR without the Cinccino line in there. So we're going to be doing all sorts of stuff, but we're not going to be using Cinccino. Instead, Iron Hands will be the main Pokemon we're going to be using here to just amp everyone very much. And as always, Lugia is part of the deck, being able to use Summoning Star and getting out 2 Archeops instantly from the discard pile. So that's very, very strong indeed. One of the most broken abilities you could have is two copies of the Archeops here. Every single time activating Primal Turbo, getting 2 special energies instantly from the deck. Energy acceleration at best, and there is also some basic lightning energies in here. Not only does it work really well with, of course, Iron Hands, but the cool thing with this deck is that it's going to be coming with some additional consistency because you can use the Summoning Star for Legacy energy, but if you happen to draw into like a basic lightning energy, you can then attach that of the turn, and there's 2 copies of Iron Hands here, so you can amp you very much, even twice, which is crazy. There's Iron Bundle to push some Pokemon to the bench, which is awesome. There's Flutter Mane to protect yourself against some wacky lone Iron Torn situations, and of course we have Bloodmoon Ursaluna for the late game to swoop it all up with the Blood Moon attack. On top of that, there's even a Wyrdeer which can actually get a huge one-hit KO against like a multiple prize Pokemon if you would love to, because of its Frontier Road absorbing all the energies it has to it, and then boom, you can get the one-shot you always wanted, just as you could with stuff like, for example, the Cinccino. Cinccino has been cut completely, and we do have some more stadium room for that, and that's Jamming Tower, helping out wonders against Gardevoir. If you have this early on, you can even stop TM Evo, which is very, very strong indeed. Then there's even Carmine in here with the 2 copies of Lumineon. You can get a turn 1 supporter off, even if you think like, oh no, my hand is bad. Well, with a simple Ultra Ball, you can activate that Lumineon even on turn 1 going first, which is awesome. So with Gift Energy, you're always topping up your cards, and with 4 copies of Balsasaurus, you pretty much amp everyone very much, or just gust around on the 2 prize Pokemon to go 2-2-2. And that's pretty much the goal of this archetype. So let's dive into the ranked ladder here with the No Cinccino Lugia, as I love to call it. It's actually got first place at an online tournament recently. We have Arthur Mesquita to thank for that, from Brazil, winning the Sunny Weeklies number 160. So very cool indeed. And also, if you guys are of course looking for sleeves, binders and deck boxes, head over to dragonshield.com. Yeah, you can get 5% off using the coupon ZABLUS5. There's your playmat to get a custom playmat made. There's PokemonStore.com for your TCG Live code card needs. Use the coupon ZABLUSTCG for 5% off so you can buff up your account. And there's also cardmarket.com for European players, where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. Use the referral name ZABLUSTCG to help support the channel. Alright, we have dived into a game here, and they opted to let us go second. So with that being said, I'm going to start with Iron Hands, and the reason why I'm starting with Iron Hands is that they might be playing Raging Bolt, and then it's going to be very scary indeed. With this, it is not the case. We have Lugia already, that's all we need, and we're going to be attaching a manual energy of the turn to Iron Hands. It's not the craziest thing out there, but if we do draw into a Jet Energy, Lugia V-STAR can then of course use its powerful Tempest Dive to knock out this Giratina, which seems to be floating in the active position for now. If they go around for some comfys left and right, we can also use Ampy very much. So there's a lot of great things going around with this. We can also turn the Iron Hands actually into a one-prize Pokemon because of Legacy Energy. I don't know if this Giratina deck will be playing Temple or if they will be playing a copy of Enhanced Hammer. We'll figure it out together, but as you all know, Lugia is a strong deck, and without Cinccino, you have additional consistency going for you. We have the Research in hand, and most of the time, these Lost Box decks can actually use Colress on the first turn. That's not hand disruption, meaning that we can safely use Research to get rid of our Archeops instantly. There's 2 copies of Iron Hands, and I personally would want to slap it down. The reason for that is that this is going to be the main way we're taking the 2-2-2 prize rate all to a whole different level. We do have Jet Energies to fly in and out of the active position if the opponent would love to trap us at one point. But I don't believe they're going to be doing that, because for that to happen, they would need Prime Catcher, and sometimes these Giratina lists are actually playing Unfair Stamp instead. So I'm very excited to be playing with this exact 60, because this is something we have not played before. The, I always like to call it the No Cinccino Lugia build. 2 copies of the Giratina have emerged here. There's an escape board, and they're probably going to be retreating into a 2-prize Pokemon and going for the Abyss Seek. That forces us to find a Jet Energy to blow up on this active Giratina V. The cool thing is with Mist Energy, we also protect ourselves from being a Star... Was it Star Requiemed? Yeah, that's what it is. Because that V-Star attack of the Giratina is actually kind of scary. So for now, we are in this position. There's also the capabilities of one-shotting a Giratina V-Star with Wyrdeer V. Okay. Draw of the turn is a Lumineon. I actually don't need Lumineon right away. I think I'll just safely slap down Iron Hands here. And I will just go for a research. I want this to be Jet Energy, so that's what we're doing. I'm going for the research. We do have Ultra Ball, so we can use Summoning Star. But it's gonna be pretty tricky here because we're gonna have to go... for Ultra Ball here. Get rid of Lugia. Get rid of Archeops. Now that I think about it, Lugia can also get the one-shot by Blood Moon as well, so I think it's not too shabby here. Getting rid of these, and we're gonna get ourselves Lugia V STAR. Let's go. Now that we have established this, we can go for it. We didn't even draw into a Jet Energy, so it's gonna have to be Summoning Star, double Archeops, which is a good thing. And we are gonna be going for Primal Turbo. In this scenario, I think I'll just go for... I could get Legacy, but I'll wait with that. I'll go Mist Energy and double Turbo. We do have Iono, which is great. I don't plan on going for Balsasaurus. Depends on what they are doing. Going for this, and we still have Lumineon as well. So let's go with that. Meaning we can go for the MP very much if we would love to. And at this point, we can also go Primal Turbo again. And yeah, we are not able to one-shot this Giratina, unfortunately. We can go for the retreat, but that would be silly. So I think one Gift Energy, one Jet Energy is sufficient. And we're going to be putting those onto this. Oh, now that I think about it, we're going to have some trouble left and right. I think I'll just go MP very much. If they actually KO us, we can respond back and then go for an Iono. They would need to use the V-Star attack. Actually, the Lost Impact attack. They are at 5 cards in the Lost. So this is a very funky list, by the way. There's Lumineon. There's a Colress coming. So I think I will get Mirage Gated and one-shotted, which I'm fine with. And then we can use the Tempest Dive here. And probably get a Mist Energy, equipped it onto Lugia on top of that. I could have actually went for an additional energy and went for Arm Press to then force a 3-prize turn, but I don't want to go for the 3-prize turn, as Roxanne is actually kind of a very scary threat for sure. There's always the means of slapping on Blood Moon and Iono. There's definitely going to be an Iono next turn. They have a monstrous 10-card hand and only one Comfy available to them, which is great. I wonder if they're going to be able to find their Giratina V-Star. Yeah. We still have this Iron Hand, so that's fine. We can take 2 prize cards with this. Even like gust this one up would also not be bad. We'll see. With actually access to the energy over here, they're going to have to get rid of the energy. Maybe I should have waited with the Mist Energy in hindsight, because they're never going to get to 10 cards in the Lost Zone regardless, unless they're playing something like Vacuum. So maybe I should have saved that Mist Energy. There is already a Mist Energy in the discard pile, which is a very scary scenario. So we'll figure it out. But this guy is going to get knocked out on top of Iono, which is the most important thing here. And we're going to be turning one of these Pokemon at least into a 1-prize Pokemon to upswing the prize trade. There's the Giratina V-Star. 2 Comfeys are now comfortably slapped down here. Another card you would try and include in a list like this might be... Yeah, we can actually use the... If we find it, actually, is the fantastic Iron Bundle. So we can push something to the side and then take one of these. We can even again attack with Iron Hands, or yeah, let this guy be the Giratina that it wants to be. This is knocked out. No gift equipped onto it, but that is fine. Maybe they whip their Giratina V-Star. You never know. There is the Jamming Tower, really helping out here with that rescue board, by the way. I think in this situation, I will probably... I could also switch if we have Jet Energy right there. I think I'll slap down a Blood Moon. It's not bad. And I will go for an Iono. I don't want this guy to evolve, but at one point we will be able to summon the little fella over there. Okay, there's Legacy Energy of the turn. Even a Flutter Mane, but the Flutter Mane is not going to be doing too much here. I think we could put Legacy Energy here, but then we can no longer amp you very much, which is bad. So I think it'll have to be just a regular Primal Turbo here. We no longer have protection. Yeah, we no longer have protection from that powerful... Yeah, we're gonna have to go with this and then use the Legacy Energy of the turn there. Get the second Primal Turbo off. Like, Wyrdeer can respond, by the way. Gift Energy and this one. Energies everywhere. We still have Jet, which is awesome. There's also the capability of us using Flutter Mane at one point. It is nice to slap it down as a one-price Pokemon. Yeah. But I'll wait with that. We still have Jet Energy regardless. So we're just gonna Tempest Dive, and we're not gonna discard the Stadium. And no, they're gonna have to draw out of this. They don't have Greninja set up. They have 2 Comphase, but I wonder if they're gonna have Jet Energy and stuff. That meaning they could summon the Giratina V-STAR, but if that happens, we can try and use our second Lumineon for another Iono. Iono them down to a low hand size while we finish off with Wyrdeer, and then Iron Hands can finish off later. So still possibilities. Nazball coming along. Probably going to be Radiant Greninja, if I had to guess. Yeah, there's the Radiant Greninja. I wish we had access to... Yeah, they need energy and Giratina V-STAR and get out of the active as well. They get rid of a Boss's Orders. Alright. Can still use Flutter Mane as well to get some stuff going. And at one point we will turn into a Legacy Energy shenanigans. Turning ourselves, yeah, we have the one price Iron Hands right here. Can use that first and then finish off with this one later. Jamming Tower putting in the work. I don't know if they have any stadiums with this scenario. We have the boss for the Giratina, so without their insanely amount of draw power left and right, I wonder if they're going to be able to find Giratina V-STAR. Giratina V-STARs typically only play 3 copies of the V-STAR and not playing Ultra Balls, so that can be a thing where they're whiffing out on the V-STAR, and then we can close up the game by using Boss's Orders on the Giratina right there. They can also evolve the Giratina V-STAR, and then we come with the Wyrdeer. And the Wyrdeer is going to absorb some energies and one-shot this monstrous Giratina, and then we go from there. We'll see. This also slaps 240, by the way. If we didn't find the numbers before, we can do it now. And there is a Vacuum. Okay, Vacuum could have actually gotten rid of the escape, actually of the Jamming Tower, which they actually did with the Artisan, so that's fine. They have another Comphase. They have more switch outs. They have used this. You have used that. You have to use this. What's gonna happen? They need Mirage Gate, and they need Giratina V-STAR. If they have Mirage Gate, they would have played it already. So they're gonna Flower Select. If they have the V-STAR, they probably would have used that already. What's the last Comfy gonna do? Will they find what they need to finish off this game and knock out our Lugia V-STAR so we can Iono them to a low hand size? Probably will need the second Jamming Tower as well, but then we have the, there's an Iono, okay. Iono coming down, there's a Pokegear. They have the Roxanne, which is not helping here. Because we have not taken 3 prize cards, we've only taken 2. Yeah, this is a nice position to be in. I see the opponent, yeah, just gonna wrap up this game nice and easily with the Boss's Orders on this guy. Let's go, saving all the resources, nothing else we need. We don't even have to use Archeops here. We have everything we want, so we're gonna be going Tempest Dive. And we're also gonna discard that Artisan. So when the opponent whiffs, Lugia is too strong and the opponent concedes, sees the writing on the wall. So Iono, strong card. We're always going 2-2-2. Whether you're going for a Wyrdeer to explode on a big V-Max or a big EX Pokemon, or you're actually trying to blow up a Pokemon with a lot of defense that has more than 220 HP, there's definitely the capabilities. You also can, of course, slap 240 with the Bloodmoon, so your max damage output without Wyrdeer is 240 damage. And that's gonna be cleaning up most of the things. And you can also get that powered up with DTEs to reduce its damage output and have yeah, a very respectable 260 HP Pokemon to attack with. So first up, let's get it going. Let's start another game here. And Lugia was already able to show the opponent what it's worth. I wonder if this archetype will show up in numbers at Worlds. I think Legacy Energy is great, but when all the Gardevoir players are actually playing Enhanced Hammer, will it actually be good enough? On the other hand, Lugia did not perform very good at, of course, the North American International Championships, so maybe that indicates that people will be playing less Lugia, so Gardevoir cuts the Enhanced Hammer and then Lugia wins, you never know. And then you have Lugia Hands 101. Look at that. This is a very example like how polarized it can be when you're playing Lugia. And looks like we're even up against a Sada-based deck with Darkness Energies in there as well. Darkness and Fighting. I wonder what this is, to be honest. I'm expecting Raging Ball, but with Darkness Energies in there, I am not too certain. And with this going first, I would rather go second because we still have not established a Lugia, which is the most important thing you need to do on your very first turn. We do get that mulligan, and the mulligan is an Ultra Ball, so we are off and ready to go to the races. Flutter Mane in the active. Okay, this is turning into something else, alright. I will just attach with the turn to this Iron Hands. I have no idea. This is probably going to be Ancient Box, right? Ancient Box, we're only slapping 120, so that's not too great. Guess we're going to have to get rid of this. Yeah, get rid of an Iron Hands? I don't know. Get rid of a boss, get rid of a Lightning Energy. Could get Lumineon thrown up in the mix and then go for a Carmine. Yeah, because our hand is actually so bad. We do have the... I don't want to slap down our Iron Hands, but I guess that's the only way to get respectable 2-price 1-hits. So it's gonna have to be Lumineon. Then Lumineon into... Let's see. Do we still... We have one more boss left. That's kind of crazy. I'm gonna have to go for Carmine and then slap down. I could actually slap down a second Lugia, but we can do that after we get knocked out, right? The Flutter Mane can get us more prizes. The Greninja will get us more prizes. I'm just gonna Carmine here. And there's Lugia VSTAR, Capturing Aroma, all the good stuff. So I'm content with my decision. And then I can amp you very much with the Iron Hands on the Flutter Mane. Most likely will they retreat because they're afraid of this scenario. No Archeops in the discard pile, however. There's, of course... Okay, Secret Box. Get rid of all of these supporters. What are you gonna get? They can get a Stadium. Stadium could be nice because we can Pokestop and maybe discard an Archeops. Wouldn't that be funny? We're up against Ancient Box. And we're not playing Cinccino. But we do have the means to, like, shuffle this one out. Like, Scoot, Skedaddle, or Salve out of there with Aqua Return. Or... we can, yeah, amp these two. I think that's not too bad of an option. If we amp Flutter Mane, if we amp Radiant Greninja, I think that's the best plan of action. And also, one of these will turn into a 1-price Pokemon because of Legacy Energy. There's Pokestop. They get the Super up, but nothing else. Can they get out of the active position? Do they find an energy? They had this supporter, but they most likely wanted to go for a Sada, which they don't. We only have one boss. They're going to boss up this Iron Hands. I love it. I love it. Okay, perfect. With that being said, we have an Archeops. Yeah, that's something else, all right. For now, I don't want to discard my Legacy Energy either, so maybe it's better to just go for Capturing Aroma. You never know if it's gonna be heads. And when you're playing Lugia, you just know you're playing at the casino. So that's pretty much what's gonna happen here. We're gonna Ultra Ball these two Archeops away, and we have Iron Bundle, which is very, 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 very great. I'll take the Iron Bundle, thank you very much, so we can push some Pokemon to the side if we ever get knocked out. So we're gonna Summoning Star, and if we get 2 of these out, let's get it going. Raw. Let's go for Primal Turbo. We do have the Legacy Energy over here. They do have 100 and a bazillion HP. We could go for an Iono there, to be honest. Let's get this. We are only slapping, and this guy has 90 HP, right? I think it doesn't matter. I think this is not bad. Get these first. They literally have nothing to work with, right? They have nothing to work with. But if we do draw into our Jamming Tower, we can take 2 prize cards. And there's 2 of them in there. So I don't know how you feel about this situation. I'll be using an additional one and try to find our jamming tower. That's our main objective. I'll be getting a gift energy on there as well. Could have gone differently, I know. But yeah, when the opponent has nothing, I guess we just need jamming tower. Come on. Give us a jamming tower, 34 cards in deck. There's 2 of them in there. No jamming tower. That's so silly. We do have the jet energy, but that's not going to be doing anything. Yeah, it's just going to have to be an MP very much for 100. We're still in a great position, by the way. We are still in a great position. This guy is a 1 prize Pokemon. They have to like slap twice to get a 1 prize. We don't have Balsasaurus, so we're gonna have to like slap a lot of damage around. We've put ourselves in quite the predicament, right? This guy can actually get knocked out if we get a jamming tower, but we don't want that. We don't want that. We also jet and slap with Lugia first. These are totally weak HP Pokemon. We can go with that later. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Definitely not what I wanted. There's a Pokestop. They get some more ancient cards in the discard pack. Currently, there's like 6 of them in there. At one point, they're gonna start going with the one-shots. So we most likely will need to attack with Lugia first. There's always the capability of randomly attacking with the Flutter Mane. But this is not good. I reckon you that. This is not good. Because I could have saved the opponent from getting a huge hand size, but I was too greedy trying to go for the jamming tower, which obviously is not there. But can they get out of the active position? Or are they gonna wait and then one-shot us? Questions to think about. If they damage this guy, how much is that actually? 2 Pokemon there, that's 3, that's 6, that's 8. 8, that is going to be 150. They're playing Secret Box. We haven't knocked out anything, so Counter Catcher doesn't work. I think our bench is safe for now. Our bench is pretty safe. We can even attack with an Archeops, the 1 prize Pokemon, but then we lose an Archeops. But if we stack our energies full up on the field, is it bad? Best plan of action is just using Lugia, get rid of the Pokestop right there. Or even better, finding the jamming tower. But if we slap it down right now, it's not going to be good. Yeah, they just passed. Okay, this is nice. This is nice. We can amp this for 2 prizes. Let's go. Okay. Primal Turbo. DTE and Gift. Could also start swinging like a little bit of 20 damage onto... Yeah, maybe that's not too bad. I'll get these. And if we slap down with the Flutter Mane at one point, like doing a little bit of 90 damage, we can actually use an MP very much once again. So slap this down right here. We then go for Primal Turbo. Gets DTE and Gifts on this guy. So the more energies you have established on the field, the better it is. Capturing Aroma, tinning the back, I suppose. Tinning is winning. We get a heads. Do we want anything? Lugia VSTAR. But we will draw. I don't want to draw into it. Okay. Thank you very much. We can Pokestop, we're not gonna do that. To maybe find Ultra Ball to tin the hand, but we want to save our Balsasaurus, so thank you very much is first up on the menu. Taking 2 prize cards. This is still a 1 prize Pokemon, might I add. Let's go. Okay, there's a boss. Okay, now we're gonna be bossing up Radiant Greninja. We're gonna amp that as well. Is that the play? Maybe I should have, like, I think that is the play. I could have also attacked with Lugia, but it's not going to be doing anything. How many Pokemon in this discard pile? 3. On top of 6, 8, 10. 170. 170 H. 170 damage, still not enough. They need to get 6 more cards in that discard pile. I think if I were them and see this one staring you down, probably would hit that concession button because this is a 1 prize Pokemon, might I add. So if I amp one more time, it's just gonna be knockout, 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 knockout. And then what's gonna happen? You can also Iona them out of Oblivion and then attack with Lugia. Maybe they don't have enough damage output. Maybe I just attack with a 1 prize Pokemon and then amp them again. So yeah, this is, yeah, the opponent probably is already leaving the building. seeing the pure power. That's yeah, they already see that at this situation. You already see that the opponent has left the building because they promote Greninja, which they otherwise wouldn't do. So, ladies and gentlemen, Iron Hands. It's just Lugia and Iron Hands. That's the deck. Nothing more to see here. And we're going to be trying to do that all over again. So we beat Giratina, we beat Ancient Box. Maybe, just maybe, you can be playing a one-off copy of the Future Energy Boost Capsule. That puts MP very much at 140, making Ancient Box easier. I don't know if you need that, but that's still a suggestion I might add. But the list is good. Also, it's placed 3 stadiums, and I think that's a little bit overkill. You could get away by getting rid of that 3rd stadium. I think 2 jamming towers is sufficient. Yeah, opponent is gone. And Lugia wins again. So, yeah, you don't even need Cinccinos, right? Who needs the one-shot when you have the Wyrdeer by your side? So weird things can happen for one-shots. Definitely out of nowhere, by the way, because they typically have to deal with the Iron Hands that is at hand. You see where we're going with this? And if that happens, your Archeops are both safe, meaning you can get a Wyrdeer out of nowhere with 4 energies from the deck, attach them off turn, that's 5 energies. That's already yeah, a monstrous amount of damage. And then if you get some energies left on board, it's going to be fantastic. Alright. Let's see what the next deck will be for the Lugia VSTAR deck to beat. Maybe we are out of luck and maybe we get beaten. Okay, opponent can decide whether they want to go first or second. If I were them, and if I know I was up against Lugia, I would go first. Which is exactly what's happening here. They don't know what they're up against, but we can, of course... Yeah, we have Lugia already. This is not bad. If we're up against something like, for example, a Gardevoir deck, this is definitely not bad. Jamming Tower. Okay, Lugia Mirror. Howza. Lugia Mirror, but we have more Iron Hands. Can get 3 prize cards on this if we want to. Doubling up on the Lugia. Probably not what they want. I'm going to put the Jet Energy here. Oh, don't I think about it? This is a 2-prize Pokemon. They will need 2 Archeops in the discard pile to get this knocked out. Unless they... Yeah, they already have an Energy. Interesting. Whatever. We have Lumineon, which is useless. I'm gonna slap down Jamming Tower. I could wait for the Jet Energy, but all of our Pokemon are actually 2-prize Pokemon, so this is not bad. Although now that I think about it, Iron Hands does have more HP. If we get knocked out, we do have this at least. And we are actually gonna go for Read the Wind. And I'm actually gonna cut down on a DTE since we have multiple DTEs in hand. We'll draw power. Okay, we have Ultra Ball, we have Archeops. No Jet Energy quite yet, but... It is the 2-2 prize race. The opponent also doesn't have any Archeops in their discard pile. And we already have one in the discard pile. Meaning if we have 2 of them in the discard pile, we can summon for 2 and then do some magic. Use Iono. Establish an Iron Hands. Jet Energy on Iron Hands. And then boom! Go for that fantastic... Okay, there's an Iono coming. Our Archeops down to the bottom of the deck. What do we get here? Ooh, Research and a Wyrdeer. We got rid of the Wyrdeer. It's a great card though. Massagosa and Capturing Aroma all at the same time. This guy is playing at the casino, ladies and gentlemen. Lugia time. You're better off playing at the casino. Just saying like Russian roulette, you name it. And just saying, here we go. Flipping the dice, flipping the coins. Massagosa. It is a Tails, and we will use that Massagosa to get Archeops. You'll see. So we get Archeops, probably. Could also get the Lugia VSTAR for some certainty, but if we use Research right now to Archeops... Oh, they're playing the Cinccinos. Interesting. Where are the Archeops? Jet Energy, actually Gift Energy. Second Gift Energy on Lugia. Read the Wind. And no Archeops in the discard pile. That's so polarized. That's how it goes. My Massagosa is here. We have a Massagosa. Come on. Aw, dang. We both have Tails. We cannot shuffle the deck. Lumineon allows us to shuffle the deck, but that's not where it's at. I'm actually going to give an additional gift here. I can knock out this Lugia. It's not going to be the greatest crazy part about this. We can get the Wyrdeer, but Iron Hands should be enough. Big Lugia, yeah, Iron Hands should be enough. Let's research. Okay, we have an Ultra Ball. We even have a Jet Energy. What do we do? I think since we... Yeah. Can retreat. Take 3 prize cards with the Iron Hands. Is that the way we go? Ultra Ball. Or just saying we get rid of this. 2 of these. Save our research for later. Let's get Ultra Ball going. And just use the Lugia right here. Summoning Star for 1. What do you know? Yeah, it's gonna have to be Summoning Star for 1. We are gonna be on a 2 prize lead. So it's the only thing we can come up with currently to help save this game. You can turn it into one prize Lugia, but that's not gonna be making any difference. It already comes back with 2 this, so it's gonna be this, gonna be that. Maybe 2 mists. Say, leaving the legacy energy where it's at. 1 here, 1 there. And yeah, we could snap this down for gift energy. If the Cinccino actually comes out of nowhere. Let's go Tempest Dive. Let's get rid of the Massagosa on top of it. So we're gonna have to play with 1 Archeops. Yeah, they do draw cards, but it's only 1 Archeops, and we can activate the Iron Hands on the bench. Definitely gonna be giving that a legacy energy instantly. And then we're good to go to take more prize cards. Can they manage to knock out a Lugia V-Star? They need to research away, or like Ultra Ball first, like get 2 Archeops into the discard pile, then find Cinccino as well, then find Lugia V-Star as well, then get 4 energies on the Cinccino, and then we draw a lot of cards and we take 2 prize cards with the MP very much, and then hope they cannot respond. We have 2 of these fellas. It's gonna be hard because we're only slapping 100 damage, by the way. That's gonna be because Cinccino has 110 HP. They're going for an Ultra Ball, and there's the Summoning Star, 2 Archeops. Maybe they put all the energies on the Cinccino first, and then go for a research to make sure they find Cinccino. Then we're totally screwed. There's a research first. Probably would have played that the other way around. Put everything on the Cinccino, and then draw until you find Cinccino. Because now, if you don't draw into Ultra Ball or Cinccino, it's gonna be terrible. There's also 6 energies down the drain. 6 is a lot. Yeah, we only have 1 Archeops to play with. There is always an option to go Iron Bundle and see what the opponent drags into the active position and act on that, because we can Arm Press for 2 prize cards, or we can use MP very much for 2 prize cards as well. But we cannot KO the Cinccino in the active because it has 110 HP, and we will be lowered down because of the DTE to 100 HP. You see where we're going wrong with this. How many Ultra Balls do we have access to? Bazillion. How many Great Balls? Do we even play Great Balls in this list? Yeah, we do not. We play 1 Great Ball. That's just YOLO behavior. Primal Turbo. Cinccino. Are you for real? Because if we accelerate the DTE, we only slap a 100. Interesting. And they have a gift again, so special roll, 280 damage. Iron Bundle, hey ho, that's perfect, love this. Here we go, Iron Bundle time. Okay, and an Iono on top of that, that's actually not bad. So we will go for Iron Bundle first. Hyper blow that Cinccino out of my face. They're gonna be giving this one, which is totally fine with us. Now we can go Primal Turbo. And then go for... We can get a Legacy Energy for the prize trade. This also has a gift energy, by the way. But we can use the Legacy Energy to turn ourselves into a 1 prize Pokemon. If we now turn this into a 1 prize Pokemon, which they have to deal with, the prize trade is in our favor. So I think it's not bad going for... What do we have? Lightning Energy... No, it's gonna have to be these 2. Legacy and gift. On top of a DTE. on top of an Iono, which Iono is actually pretty irrelevant. Is it better to research here? But we will get a fresh hand of 7 because of the gift. I think I'll Iono. I don't mind. They need to deal with his Iron Hands. There's an Ultra Ball. Okay. We don't need Iono. We could use Iono, but we don't want that. I'll Ultra Ball. Get rid of these 2 cards. We will take 2 prize cards. We have Ultra Ball. No Lumineon. I think there's a Lumineon prize. Yeah, there is a Lumineon prize, but little do they know that. Yeah. Don't have to slap down the Iron Hands quite yet, though. Maybe we could just save, get the Lugia V-STAR and go from there, because Lugia V-STAR otherwise is like easily KO'd. But on the other hand, yeah, we will have time. Amp you very, very much, little Cinccino. Take ourselves 2 prize cards. Now we will have more time. Because nothing on our board is like easy KO'able. And we have boss in hand already. They could boss this Lugia V-STAR up with the Cinccino, but then we have boss in hand here. And I thought I was gonna get like a Lumineon, but the Lumineons are both in the discard pile, so maybe that's their game plan. Because we gotten like, with this plays 4 bosses orders. How cool is that? 4 bosses orders. That's what we need to win games. We can amp this one for game. Or what are they gonna do? They have to deal with his Iron Hands. Iron Hands, they're... Oh no! What are they gonna do? They're gonna amp my Archeops? Is that what they're gonna do? Either way, I'm glad the Iron Hands is now in the active position. I'm glad. We also had the Lugia V-STAR, so they wanted to respond with something like a Wyrdeer, which doesn't happen in the Cinccino list. There's the boss. And there's also a 1 prize Pokemon now. And we are all out of Archeops. And the boss has been played, so we have the boss for game. Little did they know, we have only had 1 boss in the discard pile, but the 4 boss. This prize cards that we took up here was really nice, and that's because there's 4 boss in this exact 60. Okay, let's finish this off. A little boss onto the Archeops, and we're good to go. Let's come amp you very much left and right. They take 2 prize cards from this, by the way. Well played by the opponent, but little do they know that we have a boss's orders of our own. Well, let's go. Bossing up this guy and going for an amp. Thank you, amp you very much. Let's go. So we keep on winning with the 60. Is it going to be more popular than the Cinccino build? It's super nice using Iron Bundle. The Iron Bundle there saved me because I was able to take 2 prize cards on anything. If they would have evolved another Cinccino, that would have not happened. So even with only 1 Archeops, I was able to win that mirror match. So how powerful is the Iron Hands here? So taking a lot of prize cards. As mentioned, sometimes it is cutting a little bit short, so maybe we can cut a Masagosa for a future energy boost capsule to make sure we had that same effect against Ancient Box, had the same effect here against Cinccino, that we have 20 damage short because we rely on DTE. We can fix that. We can fix it with a future energy boost capsule, but you have to draw into it manually. But if you do play 2 Iron Hands, you can safely slap it down on the field, I suppose. Alright, it's another game. You want to go first? Yes, we always want to go first. We have the Carmine. We have literally everything we need to get ourselves into the game. There's no Squawkabillion here, which actually could be interesting to think about. Okay, Lugia in the active. And we're up against Paradox TCG. So they're a fan of the Paradox Pokemon. We have a great hand, by the way. Ultra Ball, Archeops, Ultra Ball it again. Using Lumineon and getting ourselves started. Oh no! Snorlax block, our most favorable matchup. So we Ultra Ball, get rid of this, get rid of that. Yeah. Get our good friend Archeops. Use Ultra Ball because they're gonna most likely Ultra Ball, Lugia VSTAR. That's all we need to do in this matchup. We could attach of the turn already. Oh, yeah, I guess so, because we need to slap that 200 sweet damage output. Gonna save one Jet Energy and off we go. We evolve and we slap damage. That's what it is. Saving the Jet Energy here. We can Summoning Star. Get ourselves. We could slap the easy 200 damage output with only using one Archeops. That's fine. Maybe I should have saved this Jet Energy. Maybe that was a misplay up against Snorlax block. Whoa, Accompanying Flute. Yeah, probably was gonna be bad. Maybe they have 5 Pokemon now, right now. Lugia. They have one Lugia. That's fine. Can they get something? Pokegear? Arven, yeah. Should have played that off better, because now I already attached one Jet Energy onto this Lugia. Yeah, that was bad. Should have waited. I should have waited. Maybe I should have not attached at all. Then use Summoning Star, then DTE. But then again, you need the 200 damage output. Yeah, now we can just get away with Archeops, like DTE and stuff. Maybe I should have waited with that Jet Energy. Probably a mistake, but it is really, really great. This matchup, Snorlax block cannot do anything against Lugia, because Lugia is having too many outs. Everything can attack, that's for one, and they come back with Jet Energies. So it all comes down to if they have Temple, if they have Giacomo, if they have Enhanced Hammer maybe? You never know. Rotom. Doubling up on the Snorlax. Bravery Charm onto the Rotom to protect it. That makes sense. Now this Lugia is like waiting in the back, but they can trap that if they want to. This is not great. This is pretty great. Lugia VSTAR. DTE. And then Summoning Star. We're gonna get 2 Archeops, because with that we can easily go Primal Turbo. And we're not gonna go crazy. I'm gonna save these. Legacy Energy is one prize Pokemon, we don't care. Mist Energy onto ourselves. We're not gonna get crazy with the energy flipments left and right. Just Tempest Dive and we're fine with it. Saving the energies is what counts, because if we put them all over the place, they can Giacomo us into oblivion. We don't want to see that. And now the race is on. What they could do, there are options. They can get Mimikyu thrown up in the mix, but then Archeops is gonna slap it out of existence. So Mimikyu stalling, not an option. They would need to trap our Archeops, have something like a Bravery Charm, or maybe a Hero Escape, and then finish the job later. They need to trap us. They can also have Accompanying Flute, and then get like something like a Bloodmoon, but Bloodmoon can also attack. Something like an Iron Hand in the active position. That would be nasty. Over Lumineon, but Lumineon can use Luminous Energy. Actually, not the Luminous Energy, the Legacy Energy to get ourselves out of the active. So this is a walk in the park for Lugia. Mimikyu. Can we afford to burn an energy? Of course we can. Counter Catcher? This guy? It is going to be an Archeops, okay. Fine by me. Hero Escape, that's annoying, but we do have Jamming Towers, I suppose. Yeah, that's not what I want to see, Jamming Towers. Ultra Ball, Lumineon. Ultra Ball, Lumineon Research, and then get a Jamming Tower, knock this out. Is that what we need to go for? Can also attack with this. Hero Escape is definitely not what I wanted to see. The Hero Escape is definitely a problem, because now we slapped 200. We wasted the Jet Energy onto it. They can use it again. But as soon as we like Ultra Ball, Lumineon Research, find Jamming Tower, that nonsense of the Hero Escape will be done. They did burn a Counter Catcher for it. Another Snorlax. We have 2 Jet Energies remaining. There's also Archeops, which we can use to attack with. They will need the Penny here. And if they penny, they don't Arven for catcher. Which gives us more time. Penny. Okay, they're gonna penny, meaning I don't expect... Yeah, there's gonna be Mimikyu. Okay, perfect. Now we can manually retreat and knock that out. Hero's Cape on the Mimikyu. Yeah, looping that is kind of nasty. Ultra Ball Boss. Ultra Ball Boss knocking out Snorlax. There's a DTE. Again, don't want to waste energies here. But wasting one little energy is not too bad, I suppose. I think I'll Ultra Ball. Lumineon. Can also Iron Bundle, by the way. Iron Bundle, get us out of here, knock something out. But more importantly, we need a hand. So I'm gonna go for Lumineon first. Lumineon, they have a hand size of ridiculously 10. Am I afraid of it? Not really. I'm gonna Iono that. Yeah, saving my energy still. There's the jamming tower. That's cool. That means this guy can knock it out. Yeah, we can knock it out because of the jamming tower. And then the Hero's Cape is gone. So we will get a Mist Energy. That's all we're gonna get today. Mist Energy for you. Double Turbo Energy here. We will retreat with the double turbo. Get this guy thrown up in the mix. Jamming tower. And then a rock about. Let's go. We will still be stuck. I know. But we still have jet energies left. And always, Boss Resort is this guy. Summoning the Wyrdeer and be crazy with it. How many balls do we have? We have tons of balls, right? We did Iono them to low hand size, so they're forced to do a little bit something something. Accompanying flute. No, this is bad. Now we have to like Lumineon. What is it gonna be? Iron Bundle? Maybe I should have used Iron Bundle. Iron Hands. Oof. Not great. We all have 2 jets on the Lugia. At one point this will be trapped, but I guess it's fine. Pokegear Whiff. Okay, cool. 3 Pokegear gone, Penny gone, 2 Arven gone, Hero's Cape most importantly gone, even though Jamming Tower's around. Giacomo. Oh, this is nasty. I was expecting something like it. That's why I didn't over-accelerate. I think I definitely needed to keep those jet energies. And also, now I don't have bench space to use. We have to draw into like Balls of Orders or something. Wyrdeer, irrelevant. Capturing Aroma. Yeah, all of these cards are irrelevant. How many energy do we have left? 1, 2, a lot of jet. That's most importantly. We need jet. Capturing Aroma again, and we need to be safe with our Archeops count as well, so we don't start over-accelerating energies here. All of these go down to the bottom of the deck, which is nice. We now Iono. Iono, keep spamming Iono. Jet, perfect. Okay. Lugia VSTAR number 2. We can jet ourselves into the active position. Use Primal Turbo. Yeah, all of these are becoming less and less relevant. And slap the Snorlax out of existence. If we have balls, we can actually knock out this Rotom. But we do not. We have tried to force and find Balls' Orders, because then we can safely Balls Rotom, knock that out, and then use our jet for the last prizes. We still have 1 jet remaining. In our discard pile, 2 Ionos. The list is playing, however, 3 Ionos, so they're bossing up again. Probably going to be the Iron Hands, which we can still use to attack with, by the way. We have Legacy Energy, we have Basic Lightning Energy. We can use it to slap 160. Don't forget, which is also good, I suppose. Boss. Okay. We can boss. How many energies here? Only 3. We cannot do anything. With this situation, we cannot do anything. We have the boss, however, but lightning energy is right there. Need to draw into that. Cannot do anything with these. We have to play it safe. Just jog our way to get these. As soon as we draw into lightning energy, we can do something. There's an additional jamming tower in there as well. So we just play it safe. Oh, let's go. Giacomo is kind of nasty. They need to like Palpad and do some stuff. I don't want this to be removed, otherwise we are in deep trouble. There are, of course, 2 Snorlax already in the discard pile. They need to release something like the Team Meow's Cheer or the Super Rod to get them back. I just wish we do draw into Jet. We need Jet. Jet or Lightning Energy. Drawing Legacy Energy won't do the trick here. Yeah, we need we need to draw Lightning Energy or maybe another supporter here. We do have Boss. I could already use Archeops, but then they're gonna try and trap something else, which is bad. Silene. Double heads. What can they possibly want here? Let's see. Giacomo, Hero Escape, Counter Catcher. If we use Boss, we cannot get out of the active position. We don't have enough energies left. 6 here. 3 DTEs, might I add. That's very scary. So I thought this was going to be a walk in the park, but it seems to be more difficult than I thought because of the flute, accompanying flute. Drawing into Jet Energy would also be great. The top deck. It's a Wyrdeer. It's a pass. Yeah, I see a Giacomo coming from miles away. I don't know if they have answers to the jamming tower here. Giacomo. Try to get rid of these energies. Okay. It's the waiting game. Lumineon can also still attack, so we're not going to trap that. Come on, man. Lumineon, that's so bad. They have now a monster hand. They can keep on using Palpad, Giacomo, all that good stuff. I wonder if they even have access. They're gonna Palpad, get the Giacomo back. All their Pokegears are gone though, so we're not gonna see Giacomo back. Silene also on top of the deck. Sometimes you have to go for the waiting game, folks. Play the waiting game. Eerie? What are they gonna do with the Eerie? Look at our hands, full of Pokemon. We do have the boss, so they didn't shuffle back in Penny. They have to. At one point, they will need to get rid of the Rotom right there, but they will most likely slap it down again, or they are gonna be running out of Pokemon. Insta charge. Yeah, maybe they're decking out. Also a win condition. Jet Energy. Let's go. So we. If we boss up, we can jet, but then we're gonna be trapped. Then we will be trapped. Because we need to save that jet, but then Rotom is gone. Then they're gonna try trap Iron Hands again, right? We don't have any other win outs. I'm gonna wait, because if I use jet right now, knock out the Rotom, maybe I can find. Let's see here. There's a DTE in. There's a DTE still left in the prizes, which is great news, but if they trap Archeops, it's all over. So, yeah, we're gonna have to wait. Yeah, but now the Rotom is gone. Well, it will come back. It will come back. Unless they can find ways to gift energy. Not what I want. Also, I can combine Jet Energy Lugia with an Iono and hope they don't have Arven, Countercatcher, or Boss. It's getting ridiculously close, though. 11 cards left in deck. At one point, Pidgeot V might have to appear. Or they Iono us to 3 once again. Would have been a great addition. Like, if we bossed up Rotom, knocked it out with Lugia, our Archeops would have gotten trapped. And then we would have lost the game because we're out of Jet. So Yeah, getting all out of Jet is bad. 9 cards left in deck. At one point, our game plan will become arm press the Snorlax. If we draw into basic lightning energy, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Or KO Jet energy. I'm gonna wait. Waiting is definitely the way. Nuzball. Snorlax. Hello! More of these. They still have 15 minutes left on the clock. They're gonna have to play a little bit quicker, or a Chiyu will need to appear. We're not doing anything. Giacomo, now that is scary. I'm not gonna lie. Giacomo, yeah, the Giacomo can really help out the Lugia matchup. There's another Boss's Orders. Damn. I'm not giving up. I think that's the game plan. They think we don't run... I think we're just having the regular Lugia 60. They don't know we're playing basic lightning energy. So as soon as that happens, Misfortune, they can actually scout with Misfortune Sisters what we have, which is exactly what they're doing here. They're not recovering Giacomo. There's one Palpad down the drain. Just a pass. Capturing Aroma. Do we even have anything left that we can find here? Nope. So what do we need? An Iono or a basic lightning energy. That's what's gonna drive me to get this combo going. I'm not gonna touch anything else. At one point they will have Giacomo all of our energies though. Eerie. Why do you need to Eerie? 14 minutes left on the clock. Come on. Not giving up to the Snorlax block. Okay, they have their Temple of Sinnoh now. We do have a second copy of Jamming Tower, and this has a handheld fan. Yo, another pass. Let's go. There's a research. I cannot research away a Jet energy. There's just no way. Gonna have to end the turn. Come on. We need to play it. Iono Jet energy fly to the active position. Unless, yeah, the Eerie. Yeah, the Giacomo is more of a problem. Misfortune Sisters. What can you still discard, man? Can run them out of the timer as well. 14 minutes on the clock. This is the battle with the strongest will. Iono. Okay. It's time. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try it out. 3 Arven's played, 1 Boss played. Let's try it out. Let's fly ourselves. Now we cannot do it because of the temple right there. We're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait, ladies and gentlemen. Wait even further until we have the Jamming Tower. Unless they actually get more stuff thrown in the deck. I could be afraid of something like if they get back Giacomo. Then I need to be worried. They still have Palpad, but nothing can draw them cards currently. Good Iono already, I'm not gonna do it. They're just passing. There's an Iron Hands, I'm passing. I don't see Giacomo returning at this point. 4 cards left in their deck. Silene. 1 heads. It's gonna be Giacomo 100%. Or a Palpad. Yeah, they're gonna go for the Palpad. They're gonna be afraid to be decking out, I suppose. Come on, man. 12 minutes on the clock. We can do this. We can do this. We have the time. Palpadding and Silene and Team Yells. No, Silene and Maybe Celine gets double tails. You never know. Another boss. You can also win it with not doing anything. 12 minutes on their clock. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but never give up against the Snorlax block deck. They have to fight for it. Nothing. Alright. There's the jamming tower. So, who's in for the mood? Jamming tower. Jet energy. Could have waited an entire couple of seconds there. But this is great. Now we can go for an Iono. Primal Turbo. And hope they don't have Gust for a couple of times. Yeah, because they were focusing. Let's get capturing Aroma. Maybe they have to slap down Rodent to draw cards. Tails get Lumineon. Maybe I should have used that Iron Bundle instead of retreating. There's definitely some things that could have gone better. Look at their discard pile. Double turbo, that's not bad. That means we can still activate an Iron Hands when they least expect it. One boss gone. 3 Arvins? Come on. No, counter catcher. "12 minutes left on her clock. I could still lose. Maybe I should have waited way more and then hope the Silene whiff, but with them getting... there's a counter catcher. Hello, Iron Hands. Yeah, they had 4 counter catchers left, right? Yeah, maybe I should have played that out differently. And they still have the Giacomo as well. Silene. 1 heads. I wonder what they're gonna get. So at this point we're out of resources because they do compact with answers of the Giacomo and the Temple. Their Lugia matchup becomes way better. And I have no idea how we can still win this. Maybe letting their timer run out. That could be an option. We don't have any Ionos left. If we had an Iono left, we could have done something like that. What did they get? Counter catcher again. No, that's not great. That is definitely not great. I don't think there's a way out now. We can start attaching to Iron Hands, but then they can Giacomo it away. We no longer have hand disruption. Team Yell's cheer. Okay, now they can start looping. I don't have any switch outs any longer. I think at this point it is fine for me to concede. Maybe should have gone after that Rotom at one point. Took some energies from the prizes. Maybe that would have been better. Maybe I should have used Iron Bundle there. But the Snorlax, yeah, I've had it up to here with it. So hopefully guys enjoyed this video of the Lugia deck. Check it out for yourself. It's an incredible deck without the use of Cinccino even. So be sure to check out the sponsors that make the videos possible. They are on the screen right now. Click the link down below to, of course, get some percentages off. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG epicness. Peace.